Tá on no YouTube? Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us in one more session here of D20 Culture. I am Peterson Rodriguez. I am the founder of D20 Culture, but I also am the game designer of Just League Unlimited role-playing game, alongside with Lucas Conti and Mark Wade. Uh, I'm going to receive today two very special people to talk about the game. But before starting, I would like to thank you all for joining us in this live stream and being so kind to our game throughout the internet. It's our first international RPG. We've been doing that in Brazil for a while, and as soon as we hit the international market, we have fans from all over the globe. We received love from Japan and Czech Republic and the U.S., U.K., Mexico, Germany, France, Italy. It's really awesome to be a part of a global community with the game that we love so much. We all grew reading and loving the DC comics and then the DC superheroes, and to work in this game, it's a huge pleasure and a huge honor. I don't know if I say that often enough on how thrilled and excited we are of being working such a phenomenal IP. I don't know if you watch Lanterns. I'm really excited by Lanterns, the series. But this game is about the comics, and today I'm going to receive my partner in this game, our lead editor that is working with us, developing this phenomenal material, which is Ken Banks. Ken, for those that lived under a rock in the past 30 years and don't know what you've been doing in role-playing games, you care to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, I'm Cam. I live in New Zealand, which is, we've determined, about 20 hours of flight away from Pat. But I live here. I did live in the US for quite a long time, and so my accent is in limbo. Anyone here thinks I have an American accent, and anyone back in the US thinks I have a New Zealander accent. But I have been designing and developing and producing tabletop RPGs for over 20 years, and have had my name in books from Marvel Heroic Role-Playing, back with Margaret Weiss, to more recently Tales of Zadia at Fandom Now Direwolf Digital. These games are almost all licensed RPGs, and so licensing games is one of my favorite things. I love to play in other people's sandboxes and to give them as much respect and authenticity as I can. So when connected with D20 Culture, with Pat and everyone, it was just incredible how much the enthusiasm came from the other side of the fence. Sometimes you don't always get it. Sometimes it's like, oh, money, money. But no, everyone here is a huge, huge fan of the property.
Yeah.
And I obviously also love Justice League and DC Comics as well. So wonderful, wonderful to join this team.
Amazing. All right, we got together. We met on a Facebook group, I guess, Cam, right? Which was through a Facebook post that we got together to starting work. It was kind of a really fortuitous moment that we met, and here we are to talk about Just League. And me and Lucas, we've been working on this game for a while. And the people on the YouTube asked to not forget Australia for the love we receive. Of course, we do not forget Australia and New Zealand and everywhere in Oceania about the love we received. It was really fun on Gen Con. During Gen Con a few weeks ago, we were approached by people from all over the globe talking about the game and wanting the quick start, the physical version of the quick start. It was really amazing to really see that we are part of a global community, and the love for the DC heroes is all over the globe. So, me and Lucas, we working this game for a while, Cam. As you know, we've worked on this game for a long time, and we stumbled in a few in a few dead ends while working on it, and we looked for help, someone more experienced than us in working on mazes and licensed IPs to help us to improve the game, which was a really good game already, but we know that we could go further, and that's why we brought you here. So, what are you doing with us in this game before we enter into the changes that will change from quick start to what is right now in the game? What are you exactly doing? What is an editor? What a developer do in a game?
Yeah, so I have a couple of hats, but I've combined them together to make it developmental editor. But it does multiple things. A lot of it is just listening to what you want the game to do and how you want it to look, and helping you get it to that point. So obviously there was some translation as well. We had to sort of deal with translation from Portuguese into English, and along the way that sometimes brings with it the words don't mean the same thing, and so there's been a lot of like looking over the rule book and the text and what your words for things are, and saying, hey, I suggest this instead. So that's just sort of an editorial side. But then the developmental side has been so many people playing this game already from the quick play and trying it out. You guys have been playing it nonstop, and so you have a lot of feedback. How have the rules been? And so we take that feedback and we say, let's change, refine, twist, maybe polish a couple places to make it stronger in the way that you want it to be. So that's been the whole point. Polish is a good way of putting it, but development is all about taking someone's design and helping them achieve what they wanted it to be.
And it was pretty much that, because there were some moments while we were working together that there are some moments in the book that we, for example, the resolve and the magical system, that we say, oh, we want to do that, but we exactly don't know how to go further than this. And you never told us like, you do like this, you do like that. You just asked the questions to understand. It was like a therapy job. You're just asking us what we wanted from the game, and we got into the conclusions working together. It was really, really good to work with you. I'm pretty sure that Lucas has the same to say. He's not here right now, but I'm pretty sure he feels the same. So, hi, Ping Ray is talking to me on YouTube here. So, hello, everyone there that is watching us right now, wherever in the globe you are. We know that it's kind of late in some of the parts of the world. It's late in Brazil. It's even later in Europe. So if you are with us in Brazil and Europe, thank you very much for being wakened up so late to watch us talking about the game we love. And we had thousands of people playing the Quick Start Camp. We had thousands of people downloading it on Drive-Thru. Drive-Thru and Roll20 has been an amazing partner for this game. And they helped us to shape the digital environment we want to our community to thrive in this game. So they helped us to promote it, and they will help us to deliver and fulfill all the PDFs throughout the month of November. If you have this question, when are you going to have the books? The PDF versions, they will be out and about in the market, in the digital versions around November. And in doing so, we know how many people play the game and where are you from. And we know that we have a community from all over the place, which is amazing. We have thousands of downloads of the Quick Start, and we know that you have questions. You have questions about what changed, because the game is amazing. So if the game is so amazing, why are you changing? That is things we heard very often. But if you're doing so, we're doing so to give the game a longer life. So Cam, let's start talking about what we changed and why we changed that.
Yeah.
What part do you want to start?
Let's talk about the attributes and the sort of the character sheet, because it looks like very much the same. Anyone who has played the game already will not be finding a whole new section on the character sheet that we added for fun. But this was kind of an area where, again, the game terminology, we did workshop some alternate words for things, right? So anyone who's played the quick start version of this game has already seen the stats. We changed some of the names, right? That wasn't because we wanted to confuse anybody. We thought that maybe it would be better. Hey, everything's different. No, it's more like a good example is that potency is now force as
Yeah,
opposed to being potency. And we did change, I think, accuracy is not precision. So now each of the attributes has a different first letter, which I think was one of my goals. So if there's any other reason to try and shorten it down to even just one letter, you can do that, and you'll know you're not going to confuse accuracy and agility because they're both A
yeah.
words. So it's an example of what we were changing and sort of editorial side of things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing that seems like a simple change, but it comes about a lot of research to understand how the players. It's the user experience of the player while reading the character sheet, right? To better, and one of
Hmm.
your jobs is that to make the experience for the players and for the readers alike to understand the game better. But before we go further, let's show people how is the progress of the game right now on Gamefound. Doom, can you share the screen of the Gamefound page to check what's the current status of the game on Gamefound? Can you, Tim, João, Doom? I don't know if they can because they're not answering me. I don't know if they can. Yeah, they can. Good, 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 good. The voice in the conscience replied, and which is really fun because I have this. I am from Brazil and I have my accent. You talk about your New Zealand accent, and Sydney's from New York, so we're gonna have three really different accents talking about the same game. It's always amazing. It's really good to
Yeah.
be uh, with these people. I played Justice League with Sydney and Jean Zub on Gen Con, and I throw them like hundreds of threats in an hour. They were like running from place to place, trying to deal with all of them, which was really amazing. Uh, they're talking about they asking if the names will change in Portuguese too. They'll change in all languages. This is one of the questions we got on Gamefound. When you buy the book,
Yeah.
we mentioned there.
Local.
Yeah, we mentioned there that the books they will be available in several languages like Portuguese, Spanish, English, German, Italian, French, and all the material that requires translation. For example, the deck of cards and powers, the books, the physical, the digital, everything that requires a translation, it will be in the language you select during the pledge manager phase. So if you want your book in Spanish or French or German, you have your book all translated into that language. And we just signed a major global deal with a partner that will help us to have the best of the language available to give the game a proper language adaptation. So everyone that is in Portuguese and in German and French and Spain, they will have the game in their own language, in the very best that you expect from a tabletop RPG. So it's not only the PDFs, everything will be in your language you select on Pledge Manager. So Doom, can you show the screen? I think he can. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So here we are. We are 3 days left on the game, and we have here 2,000 and something backers, and it's moving. And we have here. Can you go down? We have here. Go down. Go down. Go down. I want to show a few things to the people. Can you go down? I want to show the exclusive things that we have here. Oh, there. So we unlocked a stretch goal that if you're watching right now, you're over the fence about back in the game. We have the Joker miniature and the Joker dice, and both of them they come with a exclusive the Joker Crisis. So you get if you back any pledge here, any physical pledge that contains a book, you get the miniature of the Joker, the dice, and now the die, and the Joker themed crisis. So it's a 20 situations where the Joker is involved to make your campaign a real mess. So if you back right now, you get that for free. But also, if you back in unlimited tier, you can go a little bit further down. You have the Rush It's a Crisis, which is included in the unlimited tier, and it's a PDF with several crises that you can work with. Most of them, I mean all of them, I guess, they don't have combat involved, so you just play against hazards and scenarios and natural disasters. You have to be a hero and save people, and you have 15 of that, and they can be included as an ongoing issue, or they can be the issue itself. So you can have like 40-minute session, like you did on Gen Con. It's on our YouTube right now. You have a crisis, you have a building, it's on fire, you have a test subject, you have to save everyone, you're a hero, go. And it's a very fast plug and play situation. But also a thing that is very interesting about this game, I don't know if you're familiar with them already, Cam. Probably you are because you've been working this game for a while. It can go down, Doom can go a little bit further down. We have Pasquinade and Chernobog villains. They were the two villains that Mark designed with Demora for the game. So Pasquinade is a kind of a mystical god of a lot of evil and pecky things. And also Chernobog is a cosmic threat from the space that devours all the light. All of them, both of them, they are exclusive for the crowdfunding. So it's the only opportunity to get those miniatures. They won't go to retail. So the only opportunity you have to get them, it's on crowdfunding right now. You have the miniatures of them. They are included in the unlimited tier. But if you don't want the unlimited tier, you can get them as add-ons. So you can go there on the page and get them as add-ons. The material, the Chernobog and Pasquinade sets, they don't come only with the miniatures. They come also with scalable character sheets. So you can have Chernobog like a threat for a tier D group of heroes, but also or a tier B or tier C or A or S. So you can choose the scale of threat he represents to your group, and also he can scale with your group. Like your group can have a nemesis that is getting stronger and stronger as the campaign progresses, right? That's it. That's the page. You can go on Gamefound right now and check Justice League Unlimited. You have the link here somewhere in the chat, and that's it. Let's go back to the game, Cam. So you talked about the change in attributes. We changed the names and how they are presented, but also you changed more things. We changed more things like the resolve count and the conditions, right?
Yeah, a couple of things were mostly based on the feedback we were getting on pacing in the fights and how much fun it was to play at certain levels and so on. And I think one of the things that was always coming up was people the comment about resolve being, is this just hit points? And what is resolve? What are conditions and all that kind of thing? I think right now the conditions have been reduced to 3. You have 3 condition boxes. You are tired, defeated, or KO. And so you also will get a little bit more resolve so that you don't go quite so fast down towards there. Your resolve will be your base tier amount plus your spirit and plus your resistance. So 2 attributes add together to go into your resolve now. And there's a couple of things that you can use in the game. Even as an action, you can try and take a breath. It's a recovery action to get some resolve back if you want to.
That's important.
And there's a number of other things too. Yeah, so it's been pretty good. I think it works out a lot more fun, and it doesn't make fights take forever, but it does make it feel as if you've got kind of a bit more of a thing to worry about. If you mark a condition, hey, I'm already a third of the way out, so that's not,
We removed also, Cam, about that you talked about the take a break action. We removed the healing spray. That was kind of a meta thing during the first early playtests, right? Everyone had a healing spray. They were like, shh, all the time with the healing spray. And that's not a very heroic thing, so...
It was so funny because I was thinking, people were making their ideal builds on the Discord and other places, saying, hey, here's optimized character. It's going to have this, this, and this. And one of the things that all of them had was a healing spray equipment, which was so cheap. And I'm like, this doesn't happen. No one's doing that in the comics. So I knew that people wanted it because it was a useful thing to have, which was recovery, healing. But I think it made more sense for it to be a thing where maybe in the game a recovery action is taken to try and just, sort of collect yourself together, maybe recover a little bit more of your resolve, and then get back into the fight. And so that made more sense. So it filled the space that the healing spray was for, but it took away that weird thing about having to have some gear. That did it.
All right, that's really really amazing. Before we go to the conditions and the powers that we've been working, and also this change, some semantic changes on the knowledge and the skills and things like that. Sydney is here on chat with us, so let's get her in. Let's open the door for
Cool.
her. So she played the game more than once, so she knows a few things too about the game. Hi Sydney, how are you? She's no sound for Sydney. She's muted. You are muted. You muted yourself. It happens often with online streams.
Constantly happen.
Yeah, I mean, I am on studio right now, so it's easier for me because I have a entire team of production working to my sound go smooth, so I don't have to worry about anything right now. Sydney, hello. She's still muted. Production, is something with us or is there? They're checking. All right, good. But Sydney played the game twice already, and probably gonna play more. And she can help us with some insights from the player side on the discussion we are having here. I don't know if you were into more combat or saving situations, Sydney, in the games you played. I don't remember right now. The one we played, there was no combat, right? It was just saving people and dealing with problems, but which is a very, very important focus on the game. But Cam, you can continue to talk about the conditions. So we changed a few things, the conditions, right? While the production fixes Sydney audio, we changed a few things on the conditions, right?
One of the things that was happening was early on there was the death spiral problem, right? You know, as you took conditions marked off, you would suffer minuses to your rolls, and it kind of felt bad. Now the way that works is the first one you mark off is tired, and it doesn't have any actual game effect, but it does mean you've got, hey, things are going towards being a problem. When you mark off the wounded one, that means you suffer disadvantage on all your D20 rolls. So that's quite a big problem for playing. And then KO means you're out. So you get 3 marks and then that's it. So it's pretty quick if you mark conditions, but it isn't punishing in the same way where you sit there and have minuses to things and all that. So that's the biggest change.
All right. Sydney, just send you some messages about the audio. It's there. You have to change it there. Just take a look at your. Yeah, take a look while we are. Yeah. And again, we changed the death spiral of conditions, but also we changed the number of conditions, right? The conditions now are limited number than they were before. They're 3 now, and
there is a change though for villains. The bad guys will have a number of condition boxes that goes up no matter depending on how many heroes they're facing. So if you have a single bad guy, say I don't know, Darkseid, he has loads of condition boxes if he's fighting the entire Justice League. Yeah. That's just to keep him in kind of on a same level as having a large group.
So you can play with a boss mode, right? You can have a villain playing lots of heroes by himself without being like destroyed by the sheer number of actions. So you can equal.
Yeah, because this all comes out of testing too, right? When you say, okay, well, we've got, even if we just have 4 heroes versus 1 bad guy, it doesn't take long to knock him down. And that's not fun for the editor, who's the GM for the game. Yeah.
That's really nice. There was a question here that I asked about the recover action still cost a condition or was changed. It was changed now. It takes you actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
You spend actions to recover your resolve. So you can just like breathe out of combat and you get your resolve back. You don't take conditions anymore because you have just 3 conditions now. So 3 conditions, 3 strikes, you are out. For those that are
now with the condition, if you take like a huge amount of damage, say 50 points, you can mark a condition and not resolve.
Yeah.
Right? So It's like, because some people think, well, I could take, say, if I have maybe 30 resolve and I just take 20 points of damage, I can still stay in the fight. But you're very close to getting no resolve left, which is also what you use for your powers and things. So the decision is on the player. They can decide, I'm going to either mark the condition off and not take damage for that attack, or I will just suck it up and deal with the resolve being down.
Yeah, that's amazing. That explains like Batman receiving a punch from Darkseid and still being like on his foot, right?
But one punch, two is
too much. Two is too much. Two is too much. Yeah, one punch. It's okay. You can take it.
Check.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. I think she's back. Frozen here. It's frozen here. It's frozen here. Say something, Sydney. Hey, we can hear you now. Yeah,
Hey.
you are with us
Sorry
now.
about that.
But I think Cam froze here. The Cam screen froze, guys.
Oh no, it's one thing. Oh no, we fixed
Yeah, one thing or
now
the other.
there's-
We can have both.
Anyway,
or he talk, or he movies.
I was saying, I'm so happy to be here, and it's so nice to see you again, Peterson. I feel like
it's amazing.
It was only, 2 weeks ago? We were playing in Indianapolis,
I don't remember.
having so much fun.
Yeah, it seems like a long time because a lot of things happened since Gen Con. But it was amazing. It was amazing. Did you enjoy the show?
Oh my gosh, so much fun. We had such a blast. And yes, you were right. We really didn't do any combat. We just did doomsday clock ticking down and a ton of events we had to do. You really made it hard for us too. Me and Jim Zub were struggling.
Yeah, it was really amazing. Ken, are you back?
I'm back. I'm sorry.
Damn, it's so nice to meet you.
Amazing. Everyone's on now. Oh my god. So Sydney, we were talking about what changed in the game from the quick start from the version that we are right now, closer to the end. And I think that people ask Ken a lot about the status of the game is how close to the conclusion is the manuscript, the final material we are right now. And I've been saying that people, they I don't know why they're not believing, but you can attest and confirm. Is the book 100% written?
Yeah, it's all written. The only thing that we have been doing is changing a couple of things to make them better, right? And that's the different thing. That's editorial. All the writing is done, so no one is going to sit there thinking, "Oh, half the book's done and it's not finished yet." So.
It's not the case here. And before we go deeper into what's changed in the game, I have more things to share with people. And before we start building a new character here together with the audience, how we prepare characters. Sydney, what was your impressions while playing the game? You played the game twice. You played with me and play with your folks on Glass Cannon. And what you can say to people that are over the fence on backing the game on Gamefound right now? How did you feel as a professional player? How did you feel playing this game?
Yeah, I think the superhero game is difficult, especially when you have such an amazing IP. It's a lot of pressure to make a game that lives up. But I feel like it really does nail the tiers of superheroes and the way you feel playing each of those heroes, or if you make your own. It really allows you to like make your intergalactic. Like I played Starfire. She's incredible. She is like top tier, but we still struggled with like these things you were throwing at us with this doomsday clock mechanic. And I think the tiered heroes compare like alongside the doomsday clock. It's not just about who can beat up the biggest bad. It really comes down to like who can be the hero that is needed in the particular moment. And I think there's just so much versatility in this game for any style of play. And I find that surprising for a superhero TTRPG. It seems like it's so one note, but this not the case with this game. And I'm really excited for the full game because I haven't even seen the full thing. I don't even know what's coming.
Good, really good. And the thing that we saw while playtesting it and play with different streamers all over the place is that there's a lot of profiles while approaching how you play role playing games. You can be more tactical, you can be more role play, you can be more combat oriented, and the game does its best while when you have the combination of different kinds of players. Because you can be tactical, you can be like a leader, just telling the others what to do. You can be the front man, you can be the one that tank the damage. So the game supports all these kinds of players, but also different tiers of players. So you have if you have a low-level player tier hero playing in a session with a Superman, for example, we had that. We had Blue Beetle and Superman together, and they are on very different scales, and they were together in the same mission. They were together like facing the same enemies and the same problems, and that's something that's really hard. It was really hard to do, but I think we nailed while combining different tiers of players. But Ken, what else you can tell about the changes the game received before we go into character construction? Also, taking the questions from the audience on YouTube and on Instagram.
Yeah. One of the things I was asked to do was look at magic, because magic, there's some of the people who you work with who magic is your favorite thing in the world. And so I thought we had to do this right.
That's for you, Ricardo. That's for you. That's your moment, yeah. Ricardo. That's your moment.
Had a meeting and they said, all I care about is magic. And so, okay, we're back.
No. It wasn't a meeting, Ken. It was your first meeting with us. The first meeting of the job. You just got the job. Right. And the first thing my business partner asked Ken was, can you make the magic better? Because magic is something for me and I want magic better. And Ken said, okay, let me read the book first.
So I had to do, yes, I didn't even know how you did it in the first place. And so I had to go and make it work. Magic is now kind of its own category, just like technologies, superpowers, artifacts. So magic is there, and a lot like how combat techniques and combat mastery stuff works. You can pick one of 3 different kinds of subcategory style. So you can be a sorcerer. You can take sorcery, which is the one that you think of most often with Zatanna and Dr. Fate. There is occultism, which is John Constantine. And then there is the Dark Pact. That's I want to go all in on this whole, there's some entity that's giving me magical powers and they're kind of spooky. So there's 3 different flavors of magic you can take, and within them, different grades, right? So you have that whole spectrum of DC magic.
That's really amazing. We ran a poll on our Gamefound page, and we asked the next campaign we're going to play, the team they want to watch it, and the magic was the one that won. And we're gonna play here in this studio. We're gonna have people here with us playing as magical users. We're gonna have all kinds of magical users doing all the spooky things magic can do in this game, and it's gonna be amazing. So it was your choice, guys. You chose it. You won. I mean, I had a campaign, a cosmic campaign already made, 65 pages, and I can't use it. Because the magic won, so I'm now writing a magical campaign because it won. I mean, it happens. Yeah, part of being a DM is that, you know.
Welcome to the world of running games. All your notes don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the game. But you have more things to share with the audience, Ken, of things we changed in the game. They have to be aware.
Oh. I mean, I think, like I said, we changed the category that's used to be called knowledges is now called skills. It is much more easy to understand what skills is if you're just looking at a character sheet. Skills is all the things you'd think skills would mean. Things like that. And there's a lot of other refinements. There's nothing really, I would say, that you would sort of, having played the game already, you can no longer play. I will call out one thing I think is very cool, and that is we did look at the rescue heroic actions kind of segment of the game. In a previous version, there was a whole lot of different little separate actions you could take. Save a person, push the building over, or whatever. We wanted to make it so that you could, as a player, say, be given this situation by the editor who says, oh no, this town is on fire and there are people falling down the streets and there's runaway monorail is going out of control, all crazy. And so you think, well, ask each player what they want to try and do on their turn that sounds like a heroic thing to try. So it's not combat, it's not any of that stuff. And it gives you a chance to say, I want to do this. And the editor says, that sounds like a mind test, or sounds like a spirit test, sounds like a force test, some kind of pick the attribute, and then you can decide, do you want to do just one action to do it and then move around or do other actions? Do you want to try 2 actions, make it even better, gives you an advantage, or all 3 actions, and that gives you as if you roll a 20. So if you spend all 3 of your actions to do a heroic thing, it's a 20. You don't roll the dice, you just add your bonus to it. So we thought that was pretty cool, and then we decided let's move it to combat. So now if you do an attack, you can attack 1 action, normal. 2 actions for your attack counts as an advantage, so maybe you're aiming, maybe you're sort of like hitting a couple times, and then 3 is I just roll 20. And so it may not mean you hit, because if you're, I don't know, Damian Wayne punching Darkseid, still probably doesn't do anything, but it's a great way to sort of say, I'm going all in on my attack. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, there's a thing about the game that changed too, that about blocking and defense. That was something that is the preview versions already of the start. But if you block an attack, you can choose to add your resistance bonus to your defense, and if you dodge, you can add your agility to the test, to your defense. So you can be like, you can have passive and active defensing. So all of that is based on an economy of 3 actions. You have 3 actions to attack, block, react, move, or do anything you want in a scene. So all 3 actions, all you do during a round, and you can choose like attack, move, and do a block or defend or react. You can choose that within a round, and you can choose to spend all them in a single action to get a 20. That's the one of the changes that is going to come for the rescuing and attacking actions too, right? It's going to be for combats too.
Yeah. Yes. You may regret doing that, but I mean that's the choices, right?
Yeah, it's a very thoughtful decision to choose. So let's start talking about what is coming for the game and designing character. We had a lot of people also asking about how we do characters, how we design characters. That was something that we heard a lot. And instead of doing like a recorded video on studio, like with me or someone of our content creators doing character shit, why not do it on live? Doing live stream with Ken and Sydney here. So I brought my partner in the game, Ken and Sydney, the player we've been tracking for a while to play with us, and now it's finally happening, to design characters with us live stream. So you on the chat can be part of it, can give your inputs and talk about the characters we are doing, things you want to see. We can answer questions about things you want to see in the game. Of course, we're not going to explain like how does the Green Lantern ring works, how does magic works. You have to wait for the book to see that. We shared a lot of free content already, like more than, I don't know, 80 pages of free content already. So it's a lot of like, we have a quick start, we have free adventures, we have lots of things. But we can share some insights on things and some previews on things you want to see. So, production, can you share the test screen? Okay, that's good. Yeah, in a few days, this is a test version, guys. This is the test version of the Roll20 character sheet, and it's gonna be available in a few days. It's a test version yet. The link is not public yet, but in a few days you're gonna have it to use it, and you can work your characters using Quick Start. So we don't have all the options here, but helps you to understand what we are doing. So,
yeah,
let's open the Quick Start. Do you have the Quick Start there with you, Sydney?
Yes, Peterson, of course I do. I'm a professional who couldn't get her mic working earlier.
Really good, really good. So you have the Quick Start with you, and we have this thing here to work, to show people how it works. So you can see here some of the changes. One of the things that Ken first notes while seeing this character sheet is that the attributes are not in the correct order. So our design team has to put them in the correct order, the alphabetical order to be but the names are correct, right? You have force, precision, agility, mind, resistance, and spirit. All of them are in the correct shape. Okay.
And the two that you'll notice are different if you have been playing before. Force was potency, and precision was accuracy, and they're now different words. But they do the same thing. Yeah.
Folks in chat are really attentive. Folks in chat are like, new names on the sheet. They're like already on it. They know. I see you guys.
They are, and it's a very funny thing about what's your favorite superhero, Ken?
My favorite superhero right now, Power Girl. I'm a
Power
big
Girl.
Power Girl fan.
And you, Sydney, what's your favorite superhero? What's your favorite DC superhero?
I like the anti-hero, so I'm a big Poison Ivy girly. I love Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy, very good, very good. It's really funny because as more we talk with people, and you on the chat here that is watching us, who's your favorite superhero? I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have different answers from everyone. Everyone has a favorite superhero. I mean, it's one of the first person that I asked that says Poison Ivy, and also Power Girl is a really rare answer to hear too. I'm a very basic person. I would say like Superman or Nightwing maybe, but we have all kinds of superheroes, and the book will have character sheets of more than 100 characters. So you're gonna have more than 100 heroes and villains. And even though
I've been staring at them a lot, just looking over and over again.
it's a lot of characters, and even though we have hundreds of characters, people are still complaining that why this hero is not here? Like why like Zebra Man is not here? Why like Beefeater is not here? It's like everyone has a favorite superhero. There was a guy on Gamefound also. I asked if he was Australian because he was asking about Tasmanian Devil. And I said that's a very specific question. Are you from Australia or New Zealand or something like that?
It's representation. Representation matters.
Yeah, that's yeah. So that's why I asked him because it's a really specific one.
But also, you guys got to leave room for the compendiums. I mean, there's going to be obviously future books, and like you can't give them everything at once.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, it's impossible. Right. It's impossible. Yeah, and that point, Sydney, is important because the Gamefound campaign comes with 3 books: the core book, an adventures book, and the Threats and Crisis book. So 3 different books that offer everything you need to play like hundreds and hundreds of hours. But we had to leave aside things like a more in-depth definition of magic, like infernal magic, things like that, like how to play as a demon, how to play as a vampire, how to be an undead. We can't, the book has more than 300 pages already, so we had to select a few things that are going to be in the core book, and others will be in future books. So you're going to have a Justice League Dark expansion, a Cosmic expansion, and a Titans expansion. They're all planned already. So one of the expansions only focus on Titans. I mean, I love the Titans. Nightwing is one of my favorite heroes. So of course you're gonna have a Titan expansion in the future
and Beast Boy.
Beast Boy,
yes, Beast Boy.
Beast Boy. And it's funny because the Cyborg is more Justice League than Titans now. I mean, he's in Titans, the new series from Bombrow. But Cyborg was the only character. No, Supergirl too. No, only Cyborg. Cyborg is the only character that was played more than once in our live streams of the game. And we never direct characters for the players that's gonna play with. Most of them are comic authors, and we said you can choose any one you want. And 2 people, different people, without knowing each other, they chose Cyborg. So it's apparently a fan favorite between comic authors. He was chosen twice, which is really interesting.
You know who the most awesome character though is though. Even though I mentioned Power Girl, I did want to say a huge shout out to my guy, Booster Gold. Who
of course you did.
Booster Gold is a legend in his own time and in his own mind. So actually, no, he's a legend not in his own time. In his own time, he's nobody. But
we don't talk about his own time.
He's a legend.
Yeah. We don't talk about his own time. Yeah, we don't talk about it. So let's start doing just a recap here for people that are asking. Conditions now, we have 3 conditions, and you can soak up a damage of the attack in a condition. For example, you're attacked by, I don't know, reverse flash punches you, and it's a very powerful punch, very speedy, and you get like 30 damage. And you can take all the damage into your condition instead of marking your resolve. So it doesn't matter the damage you take in, you can mark 1 condition box to complete ignore the damage. Or you can have the damage in your resolve. If you have enough resolve to soak it in, you can mark on your resolve. There will be, I don't know if it's already prepared this version, or if it's going to be for the future, but we are talking about the dangerous attacks that mark more than 1 condition in case you receive it, like dark sides and other cosmic threats. When they attack you, if you receive damage, you mark 2 conditions instead of 1, so they are very dangerous to be fought off. But hello Hello, Miguel. Hello there. I'll try. I've been studying language for a while, and my dream is to reply everyone that comes to me in different language and reply them like, "How are you? Hey, how are you?" in their own language, like talking in Portuguese, Spanish,
Oh
English, and
wow.
Italian, German.
Oh,
It's a dream that I have. Most of Latin languages is easy. They are easy, like French and Spanish and Italian, because Portuguese all they came from the same origin. But when you go to Chinese, Mandarin, things like that, in Japanese, it's a different. I studied Mandarin, and it's really hard. I can say it's really hard.
Yeah.
I
It's
think we
really
talked about this too when we played, because Starfire has one of the traits as polyglot, and I was like, that is the best superpower, to be able to speak multiple like that's just what I want, and
I mean,
that's the superpower I would pick.
Flying is better, but
Flying's
yeah.
whatever. Flying's I'll take a plane to Japan, but to be able to speak fluent Japanese like that, you
Yeah.
can't. That's
Yeah.
impossible. I mean, that's
You can
amazing.
use Google Translator, maybe. It's live now, but
Yep.
flying.
That's just a trait too. It's not even a power. It's like you can just take that, spend some points. You can be a polyglot. There we go.
Yeah, you can,
Ah.
and it's a really amazing to speak different languages. It's really hard to do so, and I really
Yeah.
admire people that do so. There's a football player called Romelu Lukaku, and he's from Belgium, and he speaks I don't know how many languages, like 8 languages, and just it's a quality like it's really amazing to have. You know, I really admire people that do that. So let's start with the quick start and do a character for our audience to see. Here, June, can you, João, don't know who is with the quick start at the Roll20 here. We have just some options. It's limited to some only options like Champion of Tomorrow, Dark Knight, and the other one is Archetype. Genius. I can see it. Which one? Yeah, it's too small. The screen is too small for me. I can't see it. I mean, I have a good vision, but Genius. All right. So Champion of Tomorrow, Dark Knight, and Genius. Only 3. And the quick start you have more options, right? But just showing people what you're doing here. João, can you show them how the packs work? Just spend some points in force and precision to people see the numbers going. The attributes go in 3 by 3. And every time you spend,
cool.
the automatic calculation on packs, it reduces from the point you spent. So if you get a trait, it reduces on your total packs count. If you get a +3 in force or precision or agility, it also reduces on your count of packs. And you can select the packs by your tier. So if you're tier D, you have 40. If you're tier C, you have 60. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the quick start right now. But we can change one. We can change to the character sheet, the PDF version. So Sydney can design the character she wants with the quick start. And we're gonna be doing it together. Oh, now it's much better. I can see it better.
Yeah. Pat, what is the tier that this character is going to be?
Well, in
Sorry?
the quick start, I think we can do D or C, and D is a year 1. Well, you know this, Cam. D is a year 1, and C is a local hero. But I don't know. You tell me, Peterson. I think it's fun to make a year 1, like a really low tier hero. But what are you feeling?
It's your choice. It's your choice. Do you prefer
Yeah.
tier
I
D?
want to make a little guy. I want to make like he's
Alright.
just a guy.
Yeah, the PDF version is not with the new names yet. So we have potency and accuracy instead of precision and force. We will change for the Roll20 version. But let's go. So when we're creating a character in Justice League, more than the powers you want to have, we talk about the what you represent as a hero. So first things to ask, what you fight for? Why do you fight? What do you do? Your golden circle. What makes your hero being a hero? So your character, CD, when you decide the heart of your hero, what is the things that is inside? Why your hero fighting? It was his raised like that. She was like a mission. What makes she fight?
I think not directly like Batman, but I think she like maybe lost her family young and she had to grow up fast, and she grew up in like a hard city. I don't know if it was Gotham, but like she grew up in a hard place, and if nobody was looking out for her, she had to look out for herself, and then she had to look out for those around her. So she sort of became a hero in that aspect. But again, you know me, I like the anti-hero, so maybe she was doing some bad stuff in the beginning. Who's to say?
All right. We have one of the. It's not on the quick start, but one of the archetypes we have is the anti-hero archetype. So you have the do you want to talk a little bit about it, Cam, to the audience, about a little bit about the. You don't have to go with specifics about the anti-hero, but you can talk a little bit about the archetype, what it offers, and things like that.
This is someone like Harley Quinn, Black Adam, Red Hood. They are anti-heroes. They're not sort of fully villains all the time. Sometimes Black Adam's a villain, but they're the ones, their past is troubled, and they're on the good guy's side, but they're probably not checking all the boxes for being a super follower of the law, for example. So the problem is you have a reputation, you'll have a bad reputation, and there'll be a couple of things which you'll sometimes benefit really well from working by yourself, and sometimes you can I think it's called dirty boxing, where you don't play fair, and so you can do a bit more damage because you're kind of low blowing someone as far as undercutting.
That's
the general anti-hero thing, is like breaking a few of the commonly accepted rules of heroism.
So you break some rules. You break some rules while being your hero. You want to get things done, not always following the strict rule of law. And that's one of the archetypes, the anti-hero. But if you want to go this path, we can show people a different archetype from the quick start, or you can choose one for the quick start. You have Dark Knight, you have Detective.
I think Dark Knight kind of fits a similar vibe. They're a vigilante. I like Dark Knight.
Yeah.
It says like you've learned to use the shadows and darkness to your advantage. I like that.
Amazing. So we're going for a Dark Knight for her. Dark Knight, you have some limitations on being a Dark Knight, and you want to be a human then, I suppose.
Yeah, I think human.
Human. All right. So you're a human that suffered, that lost things. Oh, they're fast. They're doing everything.
They're typing it in so fast.
like the little monkeys from the Superman movie. It's really fast. Amazing. So you have 40 packs to your character sheet. And while you have doing so, you have to decide your origin. So you're human, right? As a human, you get a few things, a few benefits on being a human, which are, let me open here, human, homo magic, human. All right. So human power kit. You can select between a few powers that you can use. Like you can have artifact, you can have combat training, you can have magic or technology. So you can't have all the superpowers. Like you can't be like speed force or other things, not here. So does your character has any kind of these powers like that?
Yeah, I think I wasn't going to go this route originally, but I like technology. Maybe she learned to use like computers or hacking or something, and she works in the shadows, literally like in the dark. I like that.
That's old 90 movies when you see hackers. They were like dark room with green things, like doing things like, oh, my
just
hacker.
Typing. They're not typing any. That's not code. They're just slamming on the keyboard. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. No one uses the mouse. There's no mouse on those people.
Mouse,
They throw that away.
Yeah, don't judge that. I don't like mouse either, but I'm not a hacker. I mean, they should have. But so you understand, like, deciding your golden circle and what your character does helps you to shape how it's done. So she's a human. She has a tragic past. She decided to be different to save people, but she has her vibes on doing things. She's kind of a dark and edgy, like lone wolf doing things.
Yeah.
And as a human, you get a free trait because you're human. So you're versatile. So you can choose a free trait from the quick start for free, being a human. Which one you choose? You have free trait you can choose.
Wait, where are the traits? I'm looking.
Let me see here. Quick start. Let it open.
Are the basic traits in there?
Probably that, yeah. And you open a quick start here.
Oh, I see. Okay, traits. Oh,
Yeah.
striking appearance. Ooh.
Mm.
You see, Lucas, people like striking appearance. I told you
I
so.
like striking appearance.
People like striking appearance.
You gotta
It's-
have it.
But that's not her. She doesn't need that. She works in the shadows.
All right.
I like polyglot, of course. We were just talking about that. Pocket gadgets. Ooh, you always have the right item. Yeah, technology. She definitely has some pocket gadgets. Ooh. I get 4.
Yeah,
you get one
You get
for
one for
free.
free. One for
Oh,
free.
I get 1 for free.
Yeah, you have 40 packs, and each one costs like 4. So you can choose paying the cost. One stands for free.
Okay, I'm gonna do the free one as pocket gadgets. I like that. I can
All right,
spend a
so-
resolve later and get a gear item from the list. That's fun.
So you can have an item. So you can add on her sheets production. You can add pocket gadgets. Another thing people are asking here, if you get all the abilities of the archetype while choosing your character. No, you have to choose some of them per tier. So beginning, I don't remember the number exactly right now, but when you prepare your character, you get just in the D tier you get 1. Don't remember right now. Let me see here.
Taking a look. At
Archetypes.
tier D, you get 2 of its abilities, and you get
2
one
abilities,
more
yeah.
B and S.
Yeah, exactly. So each archetype comes with 4 abilities, and you get 1 on tier D. You get another 2 on tier D. You get 1 on tier B and 1 in tier S. So you have 4 abilities there, like I Am the Knight, Martial Artist, Utility Belt, and Prep Time. As a tier D character, you can choose 2. Let's see what they do and talk to the audience that's watching us. So, as a Dark Knight, you have I Am the Knight. Once per scene, if no one's looking and you are not trapped or impeded, you can disappear, reappearing in another adjacent zone. That's one of the abilities of the Dark Knight. Like,
Ooh.
you know when Batman just disappears in the shadows, they're talking to Batman, they look again and he's not there. It's this kind of ability.
Yeah.
Martial Artist, you get 1 grade in combat training. So you get 1 for free, 1 grade in combat training. Utility Belt, you possess a belt equipped for any situation. That's amazing. You need to quickly reach the top of a building, you have a grappling hook. Here is how you get the anti-shark sprays. So you have a belt, and you're attacked by a shark, and you have anti-shark sprays. This is a utility belt. And also have the preparation. Preparation is amazing. I was prepared for that. You possess special training, a contingency plan, or some other extremely useful skill that helps you at the last minute. Once per issue, you receive a plot point when you take a moment to prepare. So you can anticipate situations and say, oh no, I was prepared for that. And you can retcon situations because you were prepared for that. So out of those 4 abilities, which 2 you think fits her mostly?
Chat, what do you guys think? I know that I just took the pocket gadget, but it feels like utility belt and pocket gadget are different. Pocket gadget, you only spend 1 resolve, and it's really like small items.
Yeah.
This one feels like I could say, yeah, I have a grappling hook gun, you know, which
And
feels
it's 3
really
resolve
awesome.
for the
2.
utility belt's 3 resolve because it's. Oh, is it 2?
No, 3. Yeah,
No,
3.
it's-
Sorry,
it's
3. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, I mean, the pin right, you think utility belt's very nice. I also like utility belt. And I like that she's like a gadget girl. She's got a lot of stuff. I'm going to do utility belt. And prep time I really like. That's like, that's fun. You get a plot point and you can just sort of come up with a solution for one major thing. That feels,
Yeah, you got a plot point, yeah.
that
get a
feels
plot point you can
good.
It
choose.
sounds like you're not really going for the martial artist kind of combat style version of Dark Knight, but more the I've got the gear, I've got the timing, I've got the prep.
Yeah, she would be like if Batman had a guy in the chair, I think she would be the guy in the chair. She's not that good at fighting, but she can hack in and open up a door for somebody else. She's a D-level hero, you know. She's not out there kicking butt.
Yeah.
She should, but she chose
Maybe
a
one
different
day.
path. Yeah, she chose a different path. And the game also it works very well with players with heroes like that because you can have now tactical actions. So you can use your mind to give bonus to other players doing things. So you can help them to achieve success because you are thinking and seeing the situation from above, like the woman in the chair, like is saying things like oracle and things like that. You can
Yeah.
help your
Yeah.
friends to do so. So when you're going to decide your attributes, have that in mind, because mind probably is going to be a very relevant attribute for the building you're doing.
100%. And people in chat too are called me out immediately. They were like Oracle core. Yeah, very much
Oracle,
like
yeah.
year one. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. Yeah.
So you're gonna
Mhm,
choose prep time. That's what you said. No,
Yeah. Prep time utility belt.
prep time and utility belt. All right,
Yeah,
prep time and utility belt. All right, good. And now you chose your archetype, Dark Knight. You chose your origin, which is human. You decided why you fight and how you fight. So you have techs and things like that. You have gadgets and how when you need to fight, that's how you fight, how you protect people with your gadgets and technologies. Now you're going to attributes. Into attributes, each point you spend in attributes gives you 3, and they cost you 5 packs. So let's suppose you want to have mind like 6. You have to spend 10 packs and you get a 6 in your mind tests. You have total of 40 points. You haven't spent a single packs yet. How do you want to spend your packs?
I mean, 6 mind feels good. I feel like maybe I should
Yeah.
invest more into that and then kind of spread the other ones out. Yeah, let's start
And you
with
can
that.
have
Let's
0
do
in an attribute.
It starts
Yeah,
at 0.
that's-
They start at 0. They start at 0. Yeah. They start at 0.
Okay, so let's do 6 mind.
6 mind. So a 6 in mind production, she spent 10 points of 10 packs points on mind. So she has 30 now left. With 30 left, she has to buy powers and traits and others, right?
Yeah, kind of forgot about my powers too.
Yeah.
Should I put anything? Do you guys think I should put anything else in my attributes, or should I save it and spend it on powers? Like, should I put one more, get 3 points in something?
It really depends on how you want her to be involved in action. Because you can go with all attributes as 0, but you won't have bonus on your D20 rolls.
Maybe. What about remind me what resistance does? That's like when I'm being attacked.
Yeah, resistance.
It's a toughness, yeah.
Yeah, your toughness.
Yeah.
But
I
one thing
think
that
she-
changed. One thing that's a good
yeah,
point, Sydney. One thing that changed. Now the reserve count is different. Now your reserve count is your base from your tier, plus your spirit, plus your resistance. So now we have.
So I could put it in. Maybe I should put it in spirit then.
Yeah, spirit is like your aura.
Oh,
aura
I think I'm
farmer.
gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna aura farm. She's gonna put 1 or 3 into spirit. Spend 10 or 5 more. How much was it?
Each 3 costs 5.
5. So 5 more. And I'll stop there and I'll save it for powers.
Great.
Yeah,
Amazing.
spirit is your willpower, inner strength, and connection to, magic or the sort of other world too. So a lot of magicians have high spirit. But having a high spirit also means that you've got a lot of personal will, which is good.
Yeah, some people say she's a tech wizard, so I think she does have a bit of magic within her, maybe.
We maybe have a name for her as well. Tech wizard. Maybe it's a nice
wizard.
name.
Oh,
Tech wizard.
love
Maybe
that.
it's a nice name for her. Tech wizard maybe is a nice name for her. Her secret identity. And they're feeling already. So they're really fast. So continuing, you have now 25 points left. And here in the chat, we have people, let's see if you have questions. No, here, no questions. All right, we can continue doing what we're doing. Let's select her powers and traits. So you have there in your quick start some powers and some traits and some things. I want to share with the audience that because that is what this live is for. I'm not going to tell what they do specifically, but I want to share what traits we have in the book. So the traits, they represent things you have, things you know, things that define who you are. like your reputation, your stunning beauty, or well-kept secret identity, things like that. But also your exceptional skills, like a talent that goes beyond any kind of training. So, for example, basic traits, they can be, let me go here. You can have affiliation. You can be part of an organization. You can have catchphrase. You have a phrase that you always say when you're going to use your powers. You can have your, that's a very good one. You can have a dynamic duo, someone that when you are together, you fight better. You can have a fantastic driver. I mean, it's self-explanatory. You can be an influencer. So you influence people to do things for you and things for the community. You can have pocket gadgets, the one you chose. So you always have the right item ready for every situation. Once per scene, just once per scene, you spend one resolve to receive an item from the list. So there's a list of items. It's not like that your belt. There's a list that you can choose from. When you talk about your belt, you can like go crazy. Like I have this item, I have this specific code breaker item for safes and in banks made by the 90s. I don't know. You can have secret identity, spoken magic. Spoken magic is you talk your magic. It's like Zatanna thing. You can have striking appearance, the one you mentioned. Your appearance is extraordinary, almost hypnotic. Once per scene, you can make a social test, spending resolve, and get a success. So you can stun people on how amazing you are. Trusted contact, someone you can contact when you're in danger. So I need to disappear with that. This person is the one that will help you to do so. But you're a hero, you don't do that. Voice of the crowd. So voice of the crowd is a trait where your voice stands out. Imagine a crisis. Something is happening, something really bad is happening. Your voice is the one that everyone looks over to be calm and to be guided for. That are the basic traits, but we have also intermediate traits that go further. Let me see if the people are curious about that. If you have questions about, do you wanna talk about the intermediate traits too, guys? You wanna see about the intermediate traits too? If you want to do so, we can talk about it. But if not, Sydney, you can choose your own traits. Which ones do you want?
Am I allowed to go out of order and pick my powers before the traits? Because I have to pay. I have to pay more for the traits.
Yes, you have one for free that you get already.
I'm running out.
You get a free trait.
Yeah, and I picked the
pocket gadgets.
Yes, pocket gadgets.
Right,
Okay.
You
I
also
know what I'm gonna do.
You get a skill technique too. So that's another thing from being a human.
Oh.
Sorry,
wait,
what?
What is that? I get a what?
You get a free skill, which in the quick start is a knowledge. They're called knowledges, and so human gets a free skill and a free basic trait.
Free skill and a free basic trait, both. Yeah, only human, right?
So then I think as a human, I'll take my free knowledge and I'll take tech, obviously.
Okay.
I become an expert in electronics programming. It's fun. And then there's things about like hacking. I get advantage on things. Tech rat. That's one of the things I spend the scene observing and studying. That's so her. I love it. So yeah, I'll take tech as my free knowledge. And then for my power, I looked at the technology section and there is a really dope exoskeleton for 8 packs. And
everyone
I'm going to take the exoskeleton.
People love exoskeleton. Before you go into the exoskeleton, let me share with the audience other things we have in technology, because exoskeleton is like the fan favorite for people. The min-maxers, they love exoskeleton. And it's a thing. But we have more technology power. We have like giant mecha. So you can have a huge fucking robot that you either deploy from the space, or it's an armor or something that you pilot, like a towering walking engine of mass destruction. You can have also...
It's expensive.
Sorry?
It costs a lot. It costs a lot of packs to have the giant mecha.
Yeah, 10 packs per grade, if you're curious. You have technological spheres, the ones like Mr. Terrific. You have your packs, can be either drones, can be spheres, can be like little robot dogs. You choose, but it's your thing that you use to do things. It's on quick start too. And you can have jetpacks. Technological spheres. Is that correct? Robotic ally, energy weapon. and jetpacks. Is that correct, right?
Yeah.
Am I reading right? So you can have jetpacks, you can have
With
energy
the jetpack,
weapons.
you can fly.
You can fly. You can fly. And energy weapon, I mean,
all.
it's a plasma rifle, ray gun, or powered gauntlets. You have a weapon that you fire energy. And robotic ally, it's a robotic companion. You have skits if you are booster gold. Ken loves booster gold, so you can have your own skits version, but you can have a different creature. You can have like a voice in the conscience. You can have your own robots that helps you to do things. Either AI, it's a physical robot. You choose it. So that's are the technology powers you can choose. But you said exoskeleton, right?
Yeah, I think exoskeleton. I mean, and it's not too OP because it does cost 8 packs. You get 2 improvements.
Thank you.
And the improvements also cost things. So, like for instance, I was interested in the force field generator, but if you're using the force field, it costs 1 action and a resolve cost corresponding to the grade that you're using. This would all be grade 1, but so it's not too OP. Like it balances out to as if you had like the superpower version of what it is. But I think for her, it makes sense to get the exoskeleton and to do the flight thrusters. I do want to fly. You guys were right. Flying is a good superhero power.
Flying's amazing. Come on.
It's amazing. I imagine she's in a chair flying. So flight thrusters, and then I think I'm gonna do composite armor, which gives a +1 defense and damage reduction too, because she's not that strong. She's not meant to be in the front lines. So that's 8 packs spent. And then I also do like the technological spheres. They're only 4 packs per grade, and they basically give you like an army of drones. So I'm gonna do attack mode for that one, and you sort of basically get like a energy blast that you can activate with the drones. So yeah, I'm gonna spend 4 more. So that's what is it? 12 total.
12 total
spent.
So you have 13 left. Cam, one thing that we were talking about the choices she's doing right now. You have your power kit as your origin. Your origin determines your power kit, right? So if you're human, you can have either this, or that. If you're Kryptonian, you can have either this, or that. Is that that thing we defined in the last meeting final, the grades per power kit?
Yeah, so we talked about it. There's a limit on your you can have 1 power or whatever at the grade max for your tier. So for the tier D, it's 2, right? So you can have 1 tier grade 2 power, and the rest of them have to be a lower grade. But if your power kit is on an archetype or origin, I guess it is in this case, if your origin power kit is say 6 powers or 3 powers or whatever, then any one of those you can have at the max. So humans can have any one of those powers at grade 2 if they're tier D, and it can ignore this limit. And the thing is, humans can't have any other kind of powers anyway. So it's another slight. It's not a benefit that is immediately obvious, but if you do play a human, you get to have the ability to have all of your powers at the highest grade possible, even though the rule normally is 1 at max grade and the rest of them 1 less. So hope that makes sense. In this case, it doesn't matter. You can have 2 grade 2 powers if you want. Because human.
Because you're human. Yeah, good. One of the things they are asking here, and they also it was mentioned during the actual play of Glass Cannon. It was about the flight thing. People asked about. I think it was you, Sydney. That it was. I don't remember if you were avoiding flighting because there was a cost, and you were saving resolve for doing other thing. I don't know if it was you. Was it you? I don't remember now from the actual play.
I might have mentioned it because I was playing Starfire. I think I might have mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. I don't remember now, but I think it was. I think it was on Glass Cannon actual play, not ours at Gen Con.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember now. I don't remember, but people were mentioning that, and we changed flight also, right, Ken? Because it was the thing that we saw that the cost was off-putting, and we changed that, right?
Yeah, all the powers have various grades, and they have different things you can do in them. But the most basic thing that you want to do with flight is fly, and it does not cost a resolve to to do it. But you still have to use an action to move anywhere, right? So if you can fly and stay there and I'm flying, but if you want to go across the room, it's an action, right? It's a move action. So that way you're not sitting there and basically using up all your resolve each turn by being a flying person, which kind of is a frustrating thing as a player.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, now we changed. So if the people were asking here about the flying, and the flying costs, they were mostly changed. Now you don't have to expend your precious resolve to be flying around. So you can. Oh, they're doing. Oh my God, fast.
I think I know what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Okay.
To finish fleshing her out, I think I am gonna put 3 points into precision. So 5 more packs gone.
Into
and yeah, into precision, because now she's become sort of more fighting. Like, she's gonna be there, and I think she needs a little bit of precision. Then I want to put 4 into subterfuge.
Okay.
Going unnoticed, opening locks, avoiding direct confrontation. So she still is not a frontline fighter, but like if things go down, she has the exoskeleton, she's got the drones, she can hold her own a little bit. So 4 into that.
How you imagine your exoskeleton? How do you imagine it? Because she's like a tech wizard. How does her armor, helps her out? It's like an armor, it's like a bracelet, it's like a chair. How does it work?
Yeah,
the gaming chair. Imagine her in a gaming chair, like programming dark room, like.
I first thought about her like that, like literally in a dark room gaming. But she's changed a little bit with all these the cool exoskeleton stuff, and now I imagine her more like girl with the dragon tattoo, kind of like badass, wearing like all black clothing. And I think it's like her belt, like she's got like a studded belt or something, and she helped create this technology. Yeah. And I think it's something with the belt where she can like turn the buckle or something, and then it's like a zzz, and it just comes up all over her.
Like a Super Sentai thing, like a...
What?
Yeah.
What were the
nanobots?
What were the 2 improvements that you took with exoskeleton again, Sydney? What were the 2 that you chose?
It was flight thrusters and the composite shielding, right? Composite armor.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
cool.
she flies and she's bulletproof.
It almost feels like the force field generator makes more sense if you've got a belt that does a thing, because it could almost like project that force field out when you click the button, as opposed to being a bodysuit that gets damage reduction. But don't change it if you don't want, because I think the damage reduction is a part of the composite shielding.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how that would work more. Yeah.
Together. But while you decide that, just let me share with the guys asking here about the intermediate traits, because something rather new to our audience. They don't know, they don't have access to that yet. So the intermediate traits, they cost a little bit more. They are a little bit more expensive than the basic traits, and they have base of operations. So you have a base where you can recover extra resolve, you can do things, you can plan things. You have bonus on your tests there. You can be a bearer. You can have an artifact that you hold, like the power ring, for example. You can have fame. Fame, you are, of course, famous. If you watch the latest Lanterns episode, everywhere that Hal was, people ask for pictures and things like that. It's like fame, how fame works. Financial resources, you are filthy rich. Magical initiation, you possess a magical power. Mentor, you can have a mentor that helps you to do things and give you extra points and things like that. Meta fighter, you are a meta human that is really trained in fighting, like Black Canary, for example. That's a better fighter than Batman. Yes, she is. Perennial, you don't age. You don't age, you don't get sick, you don't change, you get to a certain age and you stop aging. So like the Amazons, for example, or the new gods also. Pet, I love this trait. Pet. You have an animal companion. Can be an alien, can be a dog, can be a squirrel, you choose it. And if every time you buy this trait, you can give the animal, the little beast, extra powers. So, for example, your character sheet, for example, said you had 40 packs. You could have spent all your 40 packs in your pet. So your pet should have multiple powers. Like when you create your pet, you choose like if he's strange, if he's big, if he flies, if he's super. With super, the animal has a power on its own. Or
my
elemental,
gosh.
like you can have a dog that has the traits like flying, super, and cunning. So it's crypto. It flies. It's
My
invulnerable, super strong. Yeah, that's. I have a friend of mine here in Brazil that he made a character during playtests that had zero power, but had a pincher, a miniature pincher that clones itself. It was flaming and flies. So he
Oh
had a little flying devil. He's here listening right now. He's on the other room right now, João. And there was a little flying pincher that clones itself and fire flame. And it was amazing. So if
I
you
want
were
people to
asking,
At
know
that point,
that
who's the superhero?
yeah,
Sorry?
right. Yeah, if your dog is stronger than you,
yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. That's a thing.
I want
Uh,
to say if that was in the quick start, guys, I would have been obviously putting all my points into that, but it wasn't available to me.
Yeah.
So
No,
next time.
good. For the future, for the next campaigns,
Yeah.
campaigns, you can have a signature weapon, so a weapon that you were known for using it. You can have a special vehicle, like you can have like your own Batmobile. You can have your own version of this, and also like the pet, you choose traits for your vehicle, so your transportation can be very powerful. You can choose like air propulsion, tactical weaponry, enhanced armor, powerful engine, stealth mode, things like that. So you can have like a very powerful beast machine on your own. And you have also steel morality. So your moral your morals they are unbreakable. And that's just the intermediate traits. You can have also advanced traits that go even further on the list. So you can be mortal, you can be lots of things with the advanced traits. So if I hope that that satisfies your curiosity. So if you want to be a hero with no superpowers but a very special small orange lizard that flames breath fire, your own Agumon version, you can do it with this system. I don't want to talk about other IPs, but if you want to have your own Agumon, you can have it. For the
I love
for the Digimon fans out there, this game is for you too. Very well. I took that out of me. I'm feeling much lighter now that I said about have your own Greymon, your own Metal Greymon. I'm feeling lighter than I was when I started this life.
The burden is lifted from you now.
Yeah.
It's good.
You have no idea. Every game that I play, I like to insert like small animals that you can control. I did that in D&D. I did that here in Just League, and I was so excited when I saw the guys from Aventris that their game New Space Odyssey, they have space pets, so you can collect space pets. I bought many of
I
the
love it.
things to get their pins on Gen Con because they have space pets. It's amazing. Love pets everywhere I go. So you can of course have your own powerful pet on the Just League Unlimited role-playing game.
Yes.
Going back to your powers, you spend like technological spheres, exoskeleton, precision, and
And
What do you have
I
left?
did I have
Subterfuge.
I have 4 points. Yeah, I have 4 points left. I did subterfuge. I put the 5 into or the 3 into precision with 5 more packs. So now my plan for the last 4. I could do another knowledge. I could possibly do another power if it doesn't cost too much, but instead, she's been into gear this whole time, and I think it would make sense to show off some of the gear you guys have too that you can purchase with the packs. So she is going to get an EMP, so she can shut down electronics in a small
Smart.
vicinity. I think that fits her. I love the
Nice.
alteration mask. You spend it, it's one use, but until the end of the scene, you can alter your face. I think that's so fun.
Yeah.
I think she's going to buy one of those, so that's 2 packs down. I also love the cryptographic sequencer. You can use, it's one use, it's a consumable, but you use it to hack a system. That's right up her alley. And then she's a little bit vain. She didn't take the striking appearance, but I think personal hologram is pretty fun. I think
really
she
fun.
wants her
It's really
her
amazing.
own personal hologram.
Right.
But yeah, you can use that to distract an enemy or make them think that you're somewhere else, which would be helpful for her.
All right. So she's very useful, like a lone wolf. She can work alone easily, but she's also a very good team player because she can enhance the abilities of the team by like being outside of combat. Before going
Yeah, I
further
already
in
see
this,
the comic series. She works alone, and then suddenly she has to work alongside somebody who's the total opposite of her. And yeah, they're gonna come together. I already see her future playing out.
all right, amazing. Just a quick stop here to say there are people on Instagram because we have live at the same time on YouTube and Instagram. There are people here on Instagram that are from Brazil asking for a hi. So, olá, os amigos do Brasil. Então, olá para todo mundo que está assistindo a D20 aqui pelo Instagram. Obrigado por estarem com a gente, obrigado por acompanharem a gente, por seguirem nessa jornada conosco. É um desafio, como eu disse, né? Inglês não é minha língua nativa. Eles estão aqui ouvindo a gente em português e inglês agora, mas inglês não é minha língua nativa. E a gente está com pessoas incríveis, super generosas e queridas, criando essa história com a gente. Então, muito obrigado. Você também que está acompanhando a gente. Então, thank you very much.
Obrigado.
Oh, look, yeah, that's something.
That's the
Great.
one. That's the one thing.
It's much better than many of the people that I know come to Brazil know how to say. They learn the terrible words when coming to Brazil. But going further, we have one more thing that your character has to select. That is a very important thing, and you cannot ignore. You are doing your character, guys. You cannot ignore. And I'm pretty sure that is something that it was not fully comprehended by the audience reading the quick start. There are the limitations. It's impossible. It's every hero has a limitation. It's impossible to be a hero and do not have something that limits you, that hinders you. That no one is completely invincible. No one. So when you choose a limitation, important thing, different from other games that you can stockpile limitations and get extra points to do so. The limitations here, they also give you points, but only when you bring them into game through role-playing. So, for example, let's share a few of the limitations we have in the game listed here. We have vulnerability. When you are in contact with the target, sorry, those are the consequences of limitations. You can have vulnerability. For example, the Kryptonians, they are vulnerable to kryptonite. Or you can have a weakness, or you can have a nument, or you can have impossibility, or you can have an element, or a color, or connectivity. Connectivity is a good one for you. You need connection, like computer network, nature, or something to use your powers. So if you're not connected, for example, your exoskeleton, if you're not connected online, does not work. So let's suppose you get this limitation, connectivity. You can't use your powers when you're not connected, right? Okay, so you got the limitation. How does it take place in the game? The player has to be self-aware of their own limitation, and the player, we have plot points, we have a lot of things that the players can interfere in the story with the editor. So you can tell the story alongside with the editor. The players are so owners of the story as the editor. You as the player tell us, oh my god, this place has not a very good signal for my internet, and my exoskeleton is not working very well. So you get the consequences of the limitation. You can't access your exoskeleton, and at the end of the issue, you get extra points for bringing your limitation into the game. So you change the logic. This works for the limitations you choose. There are some limitations that are inherent to the player. For example, you are Martian. When you're Martian, you are afraid of fire. So the editor can bring the fire to you, can bring the fire literally to you, and the editor can use their twists and the editor points. I think it's going to be called twists now. The twists, you can use the twists to complicate the life of a player. So it's different. It's an inherent limitation. Some things you are obligated to get by your origin, you don't get extra packs. But the limitations you choose, you get extra packs by the end of the issue being affected by it, right? Let's suppose, for example, your character, Tech Wizard, has, I don't know, she has a cat, and someone that she loves. and her cat lives in her apartment, someone that you really adore, and the cat's there, and you're in a mission in a different city, and the villain, you say, oh my god, my cat is alone in the apartment, so the villain could have attacked it somehow. You bring that into the game. You say that, oh, that happens to my cat. So the editor helps you to flesh out the scene, and you get extra points because it's a complication that affects you somehow, and you are punished by it during the game, role-playing and mechanically, and you get extra points for that. Is that clear?
I like that, yeah.
It's a different approach for limitations, and let me see if people understand in here. Let me see. Oh yeah, they are good. That's good. That's important. I made myself clear. Good. Oof, really good. All right. Let me see if we have more comments here. We have some friends from Warner here. Hello, Arthur. How are you? Some friends from Warner watching us. Good that they came after the Digimon thing.
Why'd you say it again?
Oh my god, I shouldn't.
No.
Oh, big mouth. All right, good. And you have to choose a limitation for your character. What do you think that affects her the most and she needs to have as a limitation?
Yeah, I liked connectability. It's not in the quick start guide, but there is one in the quick start guide that's a little bit similar. It's like nullification. So they even say, as an example, a technological hero might have their exoskeleton nullified by an EMP, which makes sense to me. And Colleen in the chat said it's better to encourage people to roleplay 100%. I think that's a really fun dynamic with the player and the editor. And it's fun. It's fun. You don't always have to roll, the natural 20 to have a good game session. It's all about the stakes and the tension. I like connectability. And I think she does have a cat, Peterson. You mentioned she had a cat. I think she does have a cat. Suits her personality.
Yeah. The cat.
Yeah, the lone wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, the lone wolf and the cat. We have several. People asking also how many limitations we have plenty of them. For example, we have a limitation here that is illusions. Your character is more prone to illusions. Every time you are affected by illusion, you instantly fall for that. You're a very obtuse person. Or for example, you have exotic physiology. So you have to eat like, I don't know, mercury. You have to breathe like other thing than oxygen. So you need to have a different component to live. Or for example, paranoia. Like Damian Wayne, for the Damian Wayne fans out there, you are completely paranoid. You are shaken by your own fears of things that might never happen, and you have constantly to fight your own internal demons to act. Or you can have another one that is very good, overconfidence. You always think you're gonna succeed. You always think this is amazing. And the editor can force the character to suffer disadvantage because you think you are so good in that thing that you actually not, and you don't know that. Everyone around you maybe knows that, but not you. So you have lots of limitations you can choose to make your character as most connected to the C universe as possible. Right?
Yeah.
We finished Tech Wizard. Is it ready? All the points?
And we have the name. Yeah, I used up every point. No points left.
Yes.
And we have the name, and I know we kind of said it as a joke, but I kind of like Tech Wizard. It's fun. It's like like that was her username before she ever became a superhero, and then
her
it just
red
became
username.
Her superhero. Yeah, exactly.
Like Tech Wizard 777 or something. It's like, oh yeah, I'm Tech Wizard.
Yeah, that's really.
I love the fact that you went through and you made absolutely the most efficient use of all the different kinds of things. It was really, really cool because you had sort of an idea in mind, and you've covered almost some of the bases several times. So there's no chance that in any issue or any session of play that you're going to run out of things to produce, because you've got the origin, your archetype gives you your preparation and your utility belt thing. You've got the pocket gadgets. You got the gadgets that you spent money on. I mean, it's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cam, are you giving me a gold star? I made a good
well,
character.
A gold star on the
Booster
character.
Gold likes to hand out blue stars, so you get a blue star for that particular one.
That's
Thank
really
you. I'll
good.
take it.
When we were designing this, when I started designing this entropy, I started with a game because I've been playing online for a while, for 4 years, playing online streaming sessions here in Brazil, and we started to play with Dungeons and Dragons, and we had to squeeze the system to do the things we want to do with role playing, because when you have a hammer, everything is a you know, that's the expression.
Yeah.
But we have now a system, the entropy, that powers Just League and other games we're producing, that helps you to roleplay. And it's not often that you have players like Sydney and Gian and others that are, you know, very prone into role playing. Sometimes you have to teach people on how to do so. And this game helps you to do. So it's a game that's very easy, very friendly. If you read comics, if you watch the lanterns and movies from DC, you can play and understand it very easily because it's very intuitive.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I think this is a system, though, and I said it before, this is a system that allows any kind of player to play in the sandbox. Like, it can be so fun for role play, but you even said I was like kind of min-maxing my choices, even by accident.
Mhm.
Like, I don't even, that's not my style of play. But like, if you want to come in and be strategic and build your character to be OP in some way, you could do that too. It doesn't have to all be role play. I think it's a great system for all different types of players and editors.
Yeah, and also for lives for actual plays. If you want actual plays on a live stream, as a streamer, you know, there's a performatic streamer, you know how to roleplay very well. The game helps you to have those moments that are very viral. You know, the hero moments where you do things and things happen. Like, it's very good for that. But I think that it makes me really proud about this game. I've been talking about that with Mark in several of the interviews we've made for the game. That the game teaches you how to be a hero. So we have several parts of the book that helps you to understand how the hero behaves. We have a lot of people, and a lot of people are used to be the anti-hero, the dark side of things, literally, and the other, you know, the other heroes that are famous right now in other IPs. They are not exactly heroes, they are super powerful beings, and here you are a hero. So this game helps you to be in the role. Would you do that if Superman was watching? So he's always watching. Just the League is always watching. So be the best one you can be, because you have to be part of the league. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much, all of you, for being part of this journey. Thank you, Cam, for accepting the job on a Facebook post. It was amazing to what we've done here so far. And thank you, Sydney, for being so available as always. We have to play more often, of course.
Of course. Yeah, please. Anytime. I love the system so much. So, of course, once it's fully out as well, you know that I'll be knocking on your door.
Of course. In November, we have the PDF. Are you going to PAX?
Yes, I'll be at PAX Unplugged. We're going to be hanging out again, I think.
Yeah, probably going to be at PAX too. And the PDFs will be out already. So the final version of the game. It's going to be very nice to run sessions there with the game, with everyone having the PDFs, you know. So it's going to be really great.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, all of you watching us. Thank you, spending your time, spending your night with us. I know it's very late in some part of the globe right now. Even more if you are European, it's really late there. In Brazil, it's like 11 p.m. right now. So probably 10 in New York. What time is there in Auckland?
It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon here, and it's also Wednesday.
It's also Wednesday. It's also Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so far in your future.
Really
that's
good.
why I wanted to play Booster Gold.
That's really good. That's really good. So thank you, all of you. Final message to the audience, so we can say goodbye.
This was so much fun. Thanks, guys. This was such a blast. I'll build a character anytime. Character creation is one of my favorite parts in any role-playing game. So this was really fun to walk it through, especially with both of you here with me. This was a blast. So thanks for having me.
Thank you. Cam, final message?
Yeah, I am so glad that I'm on this project, but I also am so glad to work with such great people and have such a lot of people who are already commenting on how much fun they're having with it. It's a huge joy and a thrill to be doing it.
Yeah, I have a very important final message before saying goodbye. Back the game on Gamefound. We have several stretch goals to unlock. We have 3 days to do so. and I really want to see the New Gods expansion, the New Gods Origin. So back the heck out of this game, because it's gonna be amazing to share everything we're preparing and cooking with you guys. So thank you very much, and see you on the next live of D20 Culture.